You are live, it says. All right. Hello, hello. Nell and Barbara, I see you guys are here already. Thanks for joining us. Yes, it is time for autumn. It's the autumn mood board and all that jazz. So, better make sure. Okay, that's off. All right. Thought I was going to have a technical problem, but I'm not. Today it's just me. And Peg is out having summer vacation, seeing Mount Rushmore and Wild Horse and the Devil's Tower and all that cool stuff. I wish I was there with her, but instead I'm here with you. So we're doing mood board today. This is the mood board that I made sometime at the end of last month for this time. I picked some colors and some pictures that go along with the colors and kind of give the idea of harvest and full moons and fall leaves. And so that's kind of the themes we're working with today. I went and picked out some papers out of my big bins of paper. I actually decided this one doesn't match at all. It's too pink. I don't really have any orangey reds. I need to do some more sorting because I have piles and piles of paper that haven't been sorted. So I need to find some more orangey color reds like this. This is like maybe a pyrrole red or something like that. And this piece is very good. This one's good with it, but those are the only two I have for red. I also got some stencils out and I got a homemade journal out. This one is, oh, I need to say hi to everyone. This one is one that I made myself following along with, I think, Dina Wakely showed how to make this, and it's so easy. It's made out of like the tag board, like the paper that comes if you buy a pack of paper and it has that stiff one, or cereal boxes, macaroni and cheese boxes, things like that. And all it is just putting a couple pieces of, she used washi tape. I used a, you can't really see it, but a fabric, there we go, a fabric type washi tape to stick it together. But I can't remember exactly how it goes. But that's what it's attached with, is just a couple pieces of tape. And then in the end, it opens very flat, which is nice to work with. And I've done a few pages in it already. I found it the other day and I thought, well, this would be a good one to work with. So I remember doing that one. That one was a mood board too. Anyway, that's what I'm going to work with today. And I found a page at the very back that has kind of some of these neutral colors. I thought we'd work on that one today. So let's say hi to everyone who's joining us. I kind of got to roll back. I said hi to Nell and Barbara. Terry has joined us, Peggy, Cindy, Andrea, and Salted Seashell, which I think might be named Michelle, maybe. I'm not sure. Shell anyway. So hi, Shell of my shell names. So I am enjoying this type of a theme right here with a scarecrow and a field and harvest. This time of year when I was growing up, it was always wheat harvest time. And everyone that I went to school with during high school, their job was to go out and drive the trucks, the guys mostly, a few of the girls, or weed pea vines and things like that. I grew up in a community that was stuff that happened. So I was going to go with leaves and harvesty. I do really like these chili peppers, but I'm sure that chili pepper harvesting is going on right now somewhere. I don't know. I don't live anywhere where things are getting grown now, so I miss it. It seems nostalgic to me. So that's what I'm going to make my page about today. And like I said, I've got all these papers. I'm not sure where I'm going with all this, but I usually like to start with collage. So maybe we'll start with a little bit of collage. What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? I can hear you talking. Sure, I can. So I'm just going to put some scratch paper just so that I don't make a huge mess. And I think I'm going to put some of these pieces of yellows and greens down at the bottom and then work my way up maybe. Or maybe I'll start with browns down at the bottom and then yellows and greens, and then I don't know. Let's just figure it out. I also picked up some neutrals because I thought maybe I should just do the whole page in neutrals because there's already neutral in the background, and I could just, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the whole page in neutrals, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do after that. I don't have a plan. I know nobody ever believes me when I say I don't have a plan, but I don't have a plan at all. None. I just grab some stuff because, you know, I got things to do in the morning. I got to feed the people. I got to feed the dog, take the dog out, all that type of stuff. So it just, I never have time to think. Got to eat my muffin, which I didn't even finish my muffin. My tea's not even touched. I'll have a drink of my tea. I have it on the warmer so that it'll stay warm. All right, what's everyone talking about? I'm not sure. Everyone's saying morning to everyone else. So let's just fill up the rest of this page a little bit with some of these warmer neutrals, and that will make me a little bit happier, probably, if I can find a brush. This morning I had to clean all my big pile of brushes because they were all in my water, just laying there. I'm such a brush abuser. So you do end up with this little bit of crack in the middle, and you can just kind of line up to it. And for some reason, and I can't remember why when I was making this, maybe it was part of the activity, but was to add some papers just randomly to it without even like thinking about it, just randomly adding them. And I know that I did that because I can see them on here. And then I think you just went back with some gesso. I think I did this in a class, and I'm pretty sure it was Dana Wakely's class. So I don't remember all the details or even how to make it now, because now I see that some of the pages, I think maybe you stick two together and then you stick all those two together. Yeah, I need to figure that out because this is actually really nice to work on. I think this piece of paper is really cool, and I think maybe it's got watercolor on it. It's definitely a stencil, and it might be kind of nice down here because you're talking about harvest colors. So I think I'm just going to put some of this one down too because I like it. I might put it in a couple places maybe. So I like to start my art journal pages. You know, our mood board is to inspire you to get busy working on something. It doesn't have to be an art journal page. It can be anything. It could inspire, you know, whatever type of artwork you plan on doing. It could be ATCs or tags. It could be a whole painting if you want. Not worried about it. It's just kind of to get you into the mood for whatever season or feeling we happen to be feeling on that at the time that we make the mood board, which is usually the month before, to be honest, because we got to schedule all that and get it going. Also going on this month is our fun little challenge or theme or whatever you want to call it, which is Falling for Fun, which is, I've seen a few people make some things which were cute. It's basically like fall images like pumpkins and scarecrows and leaves and things in a fun way. So making them cute, you know, making them not so serious. Let's just add a little bit of this to break up this big piece over here because it's pretty much darker than everything else. So you probably would maybe like to break it up a little bit. Just get all this neutrally stuff going on here. Barbara says she's going to work along. Peggy, I saw your link, but I didn't watch the video yet. I am really overwhelmed at home. So I haven't watched anything about anything. I haven't watched any videos. So I just haven't had time. I've got a lot of things going on in my household. So this is stained tea paper, not toilet paper. When I say tea paper, I always think of toilet paper. It's not toilet paper. It's the paper that comes with the tea inside of it when you get a tea bag. And if you just let the tea bag dry and let that tea color stain the paper, then you can just dump out the dry tea leaves and you get this really pretty translucent or a transparent, just kind of a paper that will tint without obliterating what's underneath it. So I always like to save these. I usually just tear these little sides off. They come off super easy. And you end up with this pretty amber colored, maybe quinacridone gold colored paper, which I enjoy. This I got in a pack or else from somebody. Obviously someone's homework. They had to write over and over and over something. Poor kid. And the paper, it's obviously old because the paper is all discolored like it does when it's left, out. So I think it's fun to use old ancient papers like that sometimes. I sometimes buy them in a pack. What I really should do is go to, estate sales or something and get them there. But I also like the color of this craft colored deli paper. Deli paper is what they wrap sandwiches with. And you can buy a craft colored one. And so I have a pack of it. And I think it's really pretty too for fall time. I also like to print on it, as you can see. This has been printed on it. Welcome, Sybil. Glad you made it. We're doing fall, autumn, mood board, September stuff. Like you do. So if you ever don't know what you're doing and you woke up and you did all the stuff and then you had to prepare a show and you didn't know what you're doing, collage is the good way to start. I recommend it. Start with some collage. Probably just about covered this enough. We can move on to some design choices after that. Just put one more little piece of this up here. Maybe. Just to tint that a little bit into the more warmer tones. Definitely need to scrape there. Got bubbles. I don't approve of you, Bubbles. I want you to go away. You're not my friend. I got one in that too. You get less bubbles if you put the glue on both the paper that you're gluing down as well as the under paper, and I'm not doing it because I'm lazy, and so that's probably why I'm getting bubbles, because the paper is getting wet from underneath and then little bubbles come out. Oxygen tries to escape and it's not trapped because there's no layer of any other glue there. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Probably not. You never do. But I know what I'm talking about. I do. I promise. Okay, that's pretty. Don't you think? It's a nice neutral page to start with. Nice neutral papers. Where am I going to put you so that you're not in my way? Just put the last of that on there. Make sure there's no places I need to work on. I do think I want a little bit of these brown papers down at the bottom, just a little bit. Just because I think they're cool. That one is particularly cool. I think it's got some gold in it. Yep, it does. A little bit of gold. Gold. Yes, Barbara, collage is my middle name. It is my #1 amusement. It's the thing that I like to do. It's just who I am and what I like. I love gluing papers to things. Just love it. Love, love, love. That one's interesting too. It's got some golds and some browns and some autumn colors. I definitely think I need to put some glue on the back of that one though. I have a feeling it's going to be a jerk. That is a laser printed something. Maybe when we were all sharing digital images that we could print and reuse that one month as the theme for the month. Maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. These things just I just find them, you know, in my stuff. This is rice paper. It has a little bit of interesting stuff on it. Might put that on down there maybe. It's something soaked in and made it pink, which is kind of strange. I don't think I need it to be pink. I just like the pattern, the kind of grid-like pattern on it is pretty cool. Maybe we'll put a little bit of this one. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I like that. I could glue stuff to stuff all day long. So let's see. Oh, is Peg here? Oh, she is coming in from her phone somewhere in the middle of the United States. Hi, Peg. I wished I was with you instead of here. Maybe just a little bit more of this one and we'll call it good for brown. And we definitely got that deep dark brown color going on. A little bit of this one down here. I might need just a little bit more maybe. Here's something else. That's kind of cool. I'm going to put some of that also. I want to leave movement. I want to leave a few spaces. But now that I've put this brown here, then all I can see is this circle right here that has I think a Q on it. I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with anything. So I'm going to get rid of it. My hat has too hard of an edge, so I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of this tea paper that's not toilet paper on it just to blend that edge, and I think I'm happy enough. I almost feel like I need to put something dark right there, so let's just get a little bit more of this one. And just put it right there, and then I'm going to be happy, I promise. Okay. I think it's good. Make sure there's no bubbles. And that just kind of gives, I don't know, a bit of bottom to my page. Since it is going to be some sort of a scene, I would like to have bottom. Come on, don't be stuck. All right, don't be stuck. Okay. No being stuck. That's not cool. I might just whip around the edges real quick here and pull off some of this paper. You can just do it because this is such a hard thing. You can just do it with a emery board if it's dry. That one up here is not very dry, but you can get the paper off pretty quick that way. I'll do the rest of it later. That's not really important. I get bugged sometimes by things. I think what I need. Hello, Marie. I didn't see you come in. Thanks for joining. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Do we think it's dry? Kind of, sort of. Okay. All right. So, like I said, I wanted to make some sort of a scene. But before I do that, I think I'm going to just add a little bit of more texture to the background. And I pulled out these really cool masks. These were from Stencil Club, October 2019. So this isn't the current month of them, but you can, if you join Stencil Club, you can go back and purchase previous ones. So these are super cool. I don't know if you can see them because I don't have anything dark enough to really show you, and I don't remember who designed them either. It's called Lacy Leaves, and it's just, they're cool. But they are masks, not stencils. So that can sometimes be a little weird. But look at that. Aren't those cool? They look like those old leaves that are started to crumble out, and you're just left with the insides of the leaves. And then this is the big one. So I thought maybe we could add some of these other colors up here by using these and some paint. What you think? Is it a good plan? Do you like it? So what colors do we got here? We got green goldish color. We got this, we've got a lot of this color already in here. We've got the red, and then we've got the brown. So how about we start with some green gold, which I need to find. Oh, here's some. I think this thing is almost empty. Not sure if I have. This is kind of the same. It's a little bit lighter, but it's the same. I think this is like empty. So where is a palette paper? There we go. Let's get some palette paper going. Over here, maybe. I usually put my paint over here, but I've got some situations going on. Too much stuff, not enough space. Okay. So I've got some of this green gold color. I've also got this naphthol red, which is that close to that red color. Pyrrole would be better, but apparently maybe I'll just add a little bit of this orange color out here too to mix. This is cadmium light red. And I've also got this, which is raw sienna. And I might add a little bit. So we'll just put these up here so you can, well, I don't know, you can't see them anyway, I guess. But these are the colors I've put out. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, actually, I'm not going to do white. I'm going to do, I just got a new tube of titanium buff, which is off-white. I don't know if you guys can even see my palette, actually. There's my palette colors. Always a little bit weird on on StreamYard. I feel like it needs to be backed out a little bit, but I don't know how to do it. So, all right, let's get some sort of sponge or brush or something to stencil with. Most of them are wet because they were all soaking in my water being abused this morning. And now that I've moved the paper, I can't see the chat. All right. Okay, let's do some of this leafy situation up here. Let's try some of this green gold to start with. I really feel like that's too green, so I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of this. What color did I say that was, Rossiana? That's better. I'm just going to stencil just a little bit. Try to bring in some of the color with this little masky mask. Maybe put a little bit of a darker color. I didn't get dark brown. Where's the dark brown? I need to find a dark brown. You know, I don't have a lot of different colors of brown, people. You know why? I had something. Oh, here, that's what I was thinking of, raw umber. I knew I got it out. This is more of a fluid paint, but it will do. Get a little bit of that going here in the center just to give a little bit more depth. So I'm using one of these brushes that look like a toothbrush kind of, but I think that if I do that and I just kind of blend out the edges a little bit with the baby wipe, that will be super cool. What do you think? Is it cool? Do you like it? I like it. And I got another one that I can bring in from over here with a different brush. I need to find a different brush. And maybe bring in some of this orange and red mix. And just kind of, you know, have a little bit of that too. Mix it in with everything else. So that we make sure we represent all the colors of leaves going on. So does anyone live where it's actually changing leaves now? Do any of you live somewhere like that? Because I don't get that stuff here in my house. Cactuses don't change colors. Red and orange mix. Get some of this one going up here. Blend out those edges. Barbara says the maple trees are getting red. She lives in California, so California to the north. Not the southern part. I know, because I visited her. Oh. And then we need another one over here for some of this greeny green. How about this one? What happened to my, that's red. Oh, how did I do that? Jeez. Louise. I put my green in my red. Oh. Cindy says in northern New Hampshire, leaves are changing. I think it would be fun to go on one of those leaf peeper train trips that people do. You know, where they go out on a train and then ride through all the leaves. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. Leaf peepers. That cracks me up. Let's get some of this brown again. Mix into the center of this so that you really get the idea that it's a leaf. And then we'll do the blendy edges with the baby wipe. Because this is a mask, if it was a stencil, I wouldn't have to blend anything. Then I think I am going to just go ahead and, well, do I need, 4 is not a good number. I need one more down here. I think I'm just going to go with just this yellow, this raw sienna color, goldy color, goldy ochre. I'm just going to do it in a few places because I feel like it would be cool to just add that in here and there. Give a little bit more depth to my composition. Maybe a little bit up here. I feel like it needs some red over here. Just a little bit. Okay, got too much of it over here. And I'll just fill in that brown a little bit, just around the edge. I actually like that. Go around the whole edge, maybe. A little bit of that raw umber. You know how I like to frame my pages with paint or ink. Actually, I just like lines around everything. Let's just face it. I'm a lines person. It's part of my style, right? That's what people always say when they can't explain something. All right. I just wonder if maybe I need to just skim it a little bit, just to give a little bit more lightness. Of course, these aren't dry, but I just feel like I need some unification and light coming through. And this is that Titan buff color. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I need just a little bit of water. Looking crazy red right there. Okay. I'm liking that. I think it looks pretty good. Got a lot of depth, which I enjoy. I'll start a new puddle of brushes. I've now got 5 of them in there, and I just started, so Let's give this a little bit of a dry. So, hi, Rennie. Welcome, welcome. I want to save these paints and use them later, so I'm just going to give them a good bunch of wet to keep them wet, and then I'm going to put these baby wipes over them and set them aside so that they will stay wet for me to use later. The question is, where am I going to set them? And will I remember? That's the question. Always the question, will I remember? Of course, I managed to get the page wet with that water. Come on, come off there. I don't want you on there anymore, you raggedy pieces. Come on. Okay, most of it's off. All right. That looks like a pretty good background. I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't just add a few. No, I probably don't need to. Okay. So yeah, these are Stencil Club. You could go back and buy these if you join Stencil Club. You can join Stencil Club for only 1 month. I'm talking about Stencil Girl Stencil Club, or you know, join it and get the exclusive club stencils every month as long as you want. You can quit whenever you want. So I found this stencil. Huh, funny. It's also a Stencil Club one. I didn't look. It looks like a house, like an old house. I must have used it at some point for something because it's got paint on it, but I don't remember using it at all. But I thought it could be a cool farmhouse over here. So I thought maybe I would stencil it. And I really don't know how this is going to turn out because I'm not familiar with this stencil. And of course, I got rid of my palette paper, so now I don't have anything to put paint on. Here we go. Here's one from the trash. Let's go with this really dark umber color so that it'll show up, which is almost empty. This is a Deco Art Traditions paint. So you can get them in these kind of packages too. I don't know how that works, but yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's go with a sponge type of an applicator this time, and we'll try to just get this old house on here. It looks fun. We are winging it. This paint is really thick. I think it's because it's just about gone and it's been sitting in that container a long time. Let's see if I can get any more out. Put a little water in there and shaky. I also lost my baby wipes because I used them to cover up that paint, so I guess I need a new baby wipe. There we go. Blop, blop, blop. Did you hear the blopping noise? You know it's old and thick if it's got a blopping noise. Blop, 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 blop. So did you guys enjoy my crazy printing with tortillas yesterday with gel printing? I was losing my mind. That was funny though. I almost did it as a live stream because I was just like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna print with tortillas. Let's get this all filled in. I think it's got maybe like some leaves coming up the side or something, but I'm just doing it all in dark. Maybe I should have did it in different colors, but we'll find out. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. We can paint within the stencil. It doesn't have to, the stencil also doesn't have to be the end all be all, right? And then I found another stencil, which I've never even used. I remember having to have it, but it is Stencil Girls S420 by someone with the last name of Pelletier. I think that's how you'd pronounce it. But doesn't that, now that I look at it, I thought it was a lady dancing, right? You know, it's like she's joyful. She's out dancing in the nature or whatever. But doesn't it also look like a scarecrow? Because of the way the arms are and the way the hair is kind of crazy. Doesn't that look like a scarecrow? Anyone else think I'm out of my mind? I'm sure I am. So I thought maybe she could be out here in the field doing her thing. And of course, she can't stay naked. She's going to have to get dressed, but we can deal with that later. It's funny how you pick up things that you just absolutely have to have, and then you don't use them. I mean, this one wasn't a club. You know, with the club, it just comes automatically. As long as you're paying every month, you get the stencils. This is one I chose to buy. So, and then never have used it. And I know I've had it for several years. So, yeah. It's funny how that goes. Make sure all the lines are filled in. That's funny. Okay. You didn't like that I printed with an Oreo? It was a waste of a good Oreo. I'd already eaten 3 others, though, so it was okay. All right, so I'm gonna need to dress this poor scarecrow. She cannot be outstanding in her field naked. It's just not gonna work. Can get rid of the underpippa. See if I can't get some of this cleaned up. All right, so this is the basis of our page. We've got a background. We've got some foreground images. But we're going to need to do something with them. Jazz them up a little bit. That's what I think. See if I can too. So, she's in her bra and panties. I'm just saying. It's just not going to work. But I know somewhere here I have some blue jeans colored paper, I thought. That was blue jeans colored paper. So if I take the stencil and I just take a pencil, actually I'm going to do it on the back so I don't even have to worry about pencil lines. I can, her waist is what, about right here. I can just draw around her body here real quick. And here's your feet. And you know, if you don't have a, whoops, I forgot the in-betweens. If you don't have the ability to draw, or you think, trust me, everyone has the ability to draw, but if you think that you don't, you can always use a stencil, right? Now that looks like some skinny jeans. Let's maybe not make them as skinny as all that. So then I can just, of course, go around the outsides a little bit. And give it a little bit of flair, and then it comes up there. Give that a little bit of flair, like that. And then, of course, these are bell bottoms, so we're just going to give them a lot of flair right there. Whoops. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's try that again. You need to turn over the stencil the opposite of the way it is on here. If you're going to turn the paper, you need to turn the stencil. Sorry, people. That was a fail. Some days I'm not thinking. Most days I'm not thinking, to be honest. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Now she's got some jeans. I think I need to just bring in the sides a little bit because it's making her look a little pudgy. I don't think she's a pudgy scarecrow. It's very rude. So let's glue that down. Why don't we just go ahead with some glue stick on this so that we don't have to get the stuff back out. Swooch it around a little bit till it fits. Swooch, scooch. See what everyone's talking about. Rennie says, thanks for the demonstration on how not to do that project. Hey, I fixed it. I fixed it. So I thought this would make a cool shirt because it's the right red color, but I think it's too blah. All it is just some paint scraped onto something. So I thought maybe we would make it plaid by putting maybe some of this color, or maybe some of that color mixed with some. Whoa, why are you coming out so fast? Jeez, calm down. That stuff just pours out. It's because this paint and this paint are the same, but this has just a little tiny container with a little tiny top, and this has this big old bloppy top that just goes like that. And then you're like, well, that was nonsense. Let's mix those together. I was trying to get a little bit lighter. That I didn't get very much lighter, but life goes on. And hey, why not just use this to do it? Don't have to be fancy sometimes. Sometimes you can just be weird. I don't know if I like that, but oh well. Get the bloppy pieces up, and we'll give that a little heat. And we'll do the same thing. We'll go backwards, and we'll turn this over. Let's just smush that around so that it dries. And it was kind of like right in the middle, so we'll get a shirt going here. Use the top, like the lines that are the closest to the outside is where you need to draw if you're using it as a guide like this. Just gonna put a little zoop right there in the middle as I'm cutting. Just full of noises today that things make. Oh, whoops. And there, our scarecrow has a shirt. I agree, the pants do need a patch. I think that would be super fun. All right, scooch, 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 scooch. She also needs a hat. Just saying. What would a hat look like? If I was a hat, what would I look like? I would have a brim, and I would have a bucket. If I was a hat. I'm not a hat, but if I was. Put it on at a little jaunty angle. What else? What else? What else? Maybe some of that green. How many green in here? That might be kind of fun. Suppose I should check out what people are saying. What are people saying? Nell says she's using her roller, by which I imagine she means her brayer, to brush down her collage paper and having a great time. It's too big. Dang, I thought it might be. It was fun though. It would have been fun. Maybe I can put it over here. I just liked the way it was printed, so, but it's just not going to work. It's too big. So we'll take some different paper and we'll just I could also tear it, but I figured I'd just cut. It's too much the same color. Oh well. Doesn't show up. Does not show up. I don't have any bright color, I don't think. That's a good color, but it's not a good paper. It's like cardboard. Stupid cardboard. Perhaps. Let's work on the other pieces for a while and then we'll decide about that. Because we definitely need to do some other stuff here. It looks like I've got a half an hour still. Need to get out some pens. That's what I need. Or something. How about some Posca pins? That'll be good. Maybe. Yeah, that's awfully orange. Mix up a little bit of that. And I'll just use a brush. Need some brown. I'm getting a good color here. Whoops. Do the little feets. Funny little feets. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to go down like that, I guess. And this pen is not dark. I need a fine tip that's darker than that, but I don't think I have one. Not brown, I don't think. Well, that'll maybe work. So this is a Pentel color wash brush, so it's not permanent, but this is inside of a journal, so I don't think it's going to make a difference much. I just wanted that dark brown color, which I don't seem to have in an acrylic pen. You know. That's not dry yet. think I want to make the band of the hat red. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it with this red Posca pen. Maybe I'll make this little pocket red too. And what happened to that wheat one? It's like a Naples yellow. There we go. This is definitely a good color for straw or wheat or anything like that. So let's get her a little bit of straw going, like you do. Yeah. Maybe there's a little bit sticking out the bottom. Weird looking hand. All right, what are we going to do about this here house? Seems a little wonky. I think I'm going to whitewash it a little bit. Maybe throw on some brick. That might be kind of cool. Where is that? Titanium. This isn't brick. I probably have a better stencil than that, but we're just going to go with the same stencil. Let's just make a few little markings. Why not? Give it a little whitewash. Nothing too crazy. I think we're going to have to do something about all this vegetation. Just isn't the right color. Just a little bit more. I don't know. You don't go in there. Also, we got to deal with corn stalks. What happened to my little torn pieces here? Maybe if I tore them again in half. Okay, these might be okay. Just have to tear more. Let's glue these down and see what they look like. Stop it, all you papers. Stop. Stop attacking me. Huh? Come on. What is with the bleeding? I feel like those are gonna need. A little bit of matte on there because this paper is from a postcard, I think, and it's shiny, and I don't go for the shiny. All right, so then I just need to do something here with house. Where? Maybe I can just continue my cornfield a little bit. Actually, where is that other piece that I cut? That might be kind of cute over here. Even though it's too big, you get the idea of it, and it's already cut, so I'm cool with it. I can build onto it. How much time do I got? 15 minutes to finish. Oh dear. that wasn't good. Just need a couple more stacks. Actually, that looks upside down. Should go that way. Well, why are you trying to go like all crazy? So slippery. Okay. I'm fairly happy with that. Let's just get a little bit of medium on that. Just to get everything down for sure. What are you doing, Mr. Leaf? There's one more piece. We'll just stick it. Okay. It's pretty fun. Something happened to her face. Wasn't pleasant. That's what I get for custom blending. All right. Let's see. What do I have? These scraps of black paper. Any kind of black paper. would do. See if I can get a decent bird shape going here. Top of the chimney, on top of the roof. Oh boy, almost done. Losing my outlines because they're water soluble and I'm wiping them off. Not so cool. All right. These guys need beaks and feet. And eyes. Huh. Now move it down. There you go. Get rid of the StreamYard duck. And where's my black? Just put like that right in the middle. Just gonna do these with almost done. Oh dear, you are correct. There is no stick holding up my scarecrow. That is a problem. I better find brown. I guess the stick is inside the arms, so we're not going to worry about that. And we'll just give it a little bit of an outline. In a perfect world, I would have some brush pens over here on the shelf, and I would get them out and find an olive colored one. Hopefully, there's an olive colored one-ish. And then I could do a shadow, and it would make me happier if I had a shadow. Especially for these white parts, which I don't like. Just do a quick shadow situation. Maybe they would have shadows on the ground too. Maybe. Who knows for sure. Okay, I'm probably done. Somewhat. AJOS Falling for Fun, also mood board. And we're done. Did anybody have anything to ask me before I shut off? anything, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're visiting as a recording, thank you for joining us. We're on every Thursday morning at 8:30 Pacific time. And you can come and be in the chat then. So there you have it. Bye-bye, guys.